Welcome back, friends. I'm Burke with Shared Science in Long Beach, California, where creative kids dive into STEM fun. This is Lesson 1 of Python Bytes, where you'll write your first Python program and learn about variables. You should have completed Lesson 0 before you continue with this lesson. Still here? Good. If you haven't already, go to Replit in your browser. It's a tradition that a coder's first program in a new language prints the text "Hello World" on the screen. In Python, this is very simple. Just type print and then open parentheses, open quotation marks, and then "Hello World," and let's put an exclamation point in there as well. And that's it. Run your program by clicking on the Run button. It's green right up top. Great. There we go. Your program's output is on the right side of the screen, over here, and you should see "Hello World" printed right there. If it didn't work, check your spelling and punctuation carefully. Python is easy, but there are a few rules you have to follow. Whenever you want to print text like "Hello World," you must surround it with quotation marks. Lucky for you, Replit provides error checking. Let's make a mistake on purpose and see what happens. Look at the print command. See how it's written in blue? Let's highlight it right here and press Delete or Backspace to get the N out of there. Now, you've got the command print, and it's printed in black, which means that Replit does not recognize it. If you run the program, there you go. Congratulations, it's your first Python error message. Python doesn't recognize print as a command. The error message tells you which line the problem is on, and in this case we just have one, and it says the name print is not defined. Go back in, add the N back in, and run again. Great! Hello World. Okay, let's do a little more coding. Hello World is cool and everything, but not very personal. So, how do we change it? Well, the easiest way is to edit the text inside the quotes. Delete world. I'm just going to double click it and write right over with my first name. Burke, you can use your first name. Now run the program. Hello Burke. Well, that's great, right? Imagine, though, that you have a long program and you want to change the name frequently. You could customize each line individually. That's not very efficient. You need a variable, a placeholder for something else. Try this. Let's insert a new line before the print command line. There. Print is now on line 2, and we're going to go up to line 1. And let's type in name equals, and then open quotes, your name. I'm going to type in Burke, B-U-R-K. So, we've got a variable named name that you've just created, and the value of that variable is the characters, in my case, B-U-R-K. So, how do you use it? Simple. Edit the print statement so that you take out your name and the exclamation point. Then type a comma after the closed quotes, and then a space and your variable name. What happens when you run your code? Let's try it. Hello, Burke. So Python creates a variable called name. It associates the text string, that would be Burke, with that variable, and then when Python evaluates the print statement, it automatically fills in the value of the name variable. Don't worry, this is a little confusing, but it'll all make more sense once you've done it a few times. Python's print statement can handle a list of things to print, including text, variables, even the answers to mathematical operations, as long as they are all separated by commas. Let's add a comment so we can remember what our code is supposed to do. Make a new line, let's do it up top, and then print the pound sign or the hashtag. It's above the number 3. Notice that it appears in gray. I'm going to type hello world, behind it. This is a comment. Python ignores anything on a line after that hashtag or pound sign. And you can type notes to yourself to remind you of what your program's name is, what it's supposed to do, what a particular line of code is supposed to do, or just as a way to change things around without worrying too much about getting everything wrong. So I've just copied the print hello name line, and I'm going to put a hashtag in front of the first one. This way, if I want to play around with this print statement, I can always go back to the original right here. All right, one more thing. In the output window, over here on the right, click on this backspace button, and you should see the Python version number displayed. So ours at this writing is 3.8.2. This is important. Versions of Python before version 3.0 are not necessarily compatible with the more recent ones. If you're Googling around for Python tips, be sure that they're for Python 3, not for Python 2. That's it for Lesson 1. You have created your first program, learned to print a message to the screen, and assigned your first variable. For homework, edit the print statement to display an exclamation point after the name variable. I'll post the solution in the comments of the next lesson. Next time, we'll cover loops and learn how to get input from a user. Thanks for hanging with Shared Science. Tune in again for more creative engineering fun. I told you can't do that in here.